Welcome to On the Brick with Soul Brick, my dear dorks. I have this Lego train set from 2019, I believe. It was the only train released for the Hidden Side theme, which was a super cool theme, but for some reason it felt like the Lego community of fans decided that it was woke or something, so they couldn't buy it and it bombed. Anyways, I still got this set new from Amazon this week. It wasn't secondhand or anything. They were still selling it. They had it in stock for a pretty decent price. I think I bought it for $100 or something. So that's a train, and it's a really nice build. I'm going to show it to you, but this is not a review. I'm going to modify this train because another question that I've been getting, or a request from you viewers, is that I should make some military sets. So today we're going to combine two good things: war and trains. Ooh. I'm going to motorize this train. And speaking of motorizing, there are like different ways of motorizing Lego trains. You could go with the 9-volt system where you have the electricity is in the track and you have a motor underneath that picks up that electricity. Or you could have the more common solution, which is to have it powered with batteries. And I'm going to go with the latest option because, well, somewhere I have this older train here that I kind of demolished because I want to motorize some stuff. Here you have a battery box. And here is a receiver that's connected to this. So it's kind of bulky in that way. And underneath you have the motor that well, here's the motor that you connect to. But I'm not going with that system because, as I said, it's kind of bulky. It's on infrared, so you need to have a line of sight between the receiver and the transmitter or the controller, which you don't have to do with the power-up system that is the current one that Lego have, which is on Bluetooth connection. And I really hate it because it's kind of hard to connect and disconnect to it. It takes a while, but it's smaller because the receiver is inside this little battery box that has basically the same size as the previous battery box. So hopefully this will give me more room to fit inside the Hidden Side Ghost train. But as you can see, the train is already running. Well, that's hand powered, and it's also a slope here. So it would be so much fun if this train could actually move with a motor. It has some nice play features though. Check this out. Whoa. Wings flap out. You can pull this lever and the mouth comes out. And the reason why infrared is bad is because of that line of sight. So when you go in this tunnel that I have over here and the train is underneath here, there is no line of sight, so I can't control the train while in the tunnel. So that's why the Bluetooth method is better that we have in this train, for example. Here's the train station building for the set, and it transforms like this because that's the hidden side. I really wish that normal Lego train sets would have some sort of a station building coming along with it. That would really add to the experience. Yeah, so that's cool. What's also cool is this little ramp here, because here we come from the side with this train car and it aligns and puts you in place here. This is always a bit of a hassle when you try to go on it manually like so. But wait a minute. Here we have a military train car already. It's a flatbed. There's some jumper plates here so that the figures don't fall off when you drive this around. It's based on a Kobe set train car. On top of it, we have the cute little tank here, so you can transport your military vehicles. The buffer stop that comes with the set is also really nice. I like that brown color. I've stripped everything apart, taken out the battery box here. This other cord is for the headlights, but I'm not going to use that in this set. So I only need this part and then connect it to this one. I don't really know if it matters if you have it in the A or B slot. Did I say slots? Dude, this is a brick channel. It's a family-friendly fucking channel, you know. So this will go through here somehow. Well, I need to disconnect it first, of course. And that goes down here. The battery box has a double function. One is to provide with the power, but also to add some weight to the train. So that's pretty ingenious. Click that in, and now I get my magnet on the side here. The cords are sometimes a bit too long for these trains. I really don't know why they made it that way. I've taken out the wings and replaced this part with just simple plates down there. So that needs to go over here. You put that through and then you go down like so. And then somehow this will attach here. Yeah, well, that needs to be through this part. There are some tutorials on the YouTubes where they use the older system, so they have the receiver somewhere here. But the problem here is also that you still need a line of sight, so if you build this into the compartments, there is no line of sight, so this needs to be exposed to have contact with the controller. So I think this solution is much better that way when it comes to saving on space. This is now neatly put together, a bit flimsy on the side here, but I think it works. I added this part underneath here because this was too wide now that I have this larger motor back here. I think that looks fun. And also I've added some grill pieces up here to make that a bit more interesting because it was just like a hole here. And then I'm putting in this slope piece back here. And the reason why I'm using this part is just because down here there's a little lamp on LED there. So that displays if the train is on or not, and I want to be able to kind of see it when I look through this little gap that I created. Feels a bit unbalanced when it comes to weight, but let's see if this will work. Good sign, it's green here and it's green there, so let's move that train. Wee-hoo! Oh, it works, it works! I wasn't prepared for that. Let's see if it can go the full round through the whole city without hitting anything, because it's a bit wider, I would say, than my other trains. There's some stuff poking out. Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked. We need to add some extra cars, so stay tuned. Here we are. And then stop. Unfortunately, the other cars have this sort of connector, so it won't work with the magnet. But this has some interesting concepts. You can remove this part here quite easily. So this is a good base to build a troop transport on or something, a little caboose, maybe a military caboose. And you can take this off as well. And I feel like this container here is a bit of a missed opportunity because you can open it on the back where it's empty inside. It really feels like this should fall into here and then pop up somehow. So I want to make a container for the military with a hidden cannon in that pops out somehow. So that will come in a future video. I need to think about the design a bit. But we do have this military flatbed car, so we are going to run the train as it is. I want to emphasize that the purchase of this hidden side set was done thanks to the kind donations some of you have made via the thanks button, since you don't really get a lot of revenue from the ads that YouTube show here. So super thank you for helping me out here so that I can make these videos for your entertainment. Let's run this train, and I wonder if that tank will hit something. Ooh, that goes really fast, man. I am feeling scared. It sounds good. It hasn't stuck just yet. Let's see if it's still on there or if it has fallen up. No, it's there. That looks so dumb. Oh my god, that's so good. Whew. Oh my god. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of exhausted from making this because I thought it was going to not work. But it worked. I'm happy. And listen, I can stop the train without line of sight. And let's start it again. No, 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 something happened. No, it fell off. Luckily, I have a hole right here. You can see that it's down here somewhere. These are quite easy to remove. I have these fake facades of building, and inside the train track is, so it's quite easily to manage stuff here. So I try to be smart with the construction of the train tunnel this time. And with that said, make sure to stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.